Hi everybody. So I'm a third through fifth grade SLD class teacher, and the first thing I want to talk about in my classroom is my seating arrangement. So this is my seating arrangement back here. If you can see, I seat my students into groups, and I have three groups. I really like this seating arrangement a lot because it helps students interact with each other more. They get to socialize, and they're more engaged when they're seated into groups. They can also ask for help, not just from their partner sitting next to them, but they can ask for help from the people sitting in the same group as they are. So this is one of my favorite seating arrangement. It does promote a lot of socialization and engagement, and it helps build really good team building skills when we do have projects that we have to work on. So I also have different subject bulletin boards. I have an art bulletin board, a math bulletin board. I also have a writing bulletin board, as you can see. I will also have a science and social studies bulletin board back there. They are a little bit empty because it is the first week of school, so we are working on different stuff to put on our bulletin boards. But on my bulletin boards, I like to display my students' work. They like to see their progress, and it gives them opportunity to show off to the classmate and anybody who walks. This is my work. I'm very proud of my work. Come and take a look at my work. So it does help promote a lot of students. I would say they're just excited to put their work up. In my classroom, we do a lot of small group activities. So I have my paraprofessional small group table here. I also have my small group kidney table here. And usually, what we'll do during class is we do small group rotations. So, what they'll do for ELA is they'll either be independent working, or they'll be working with my paraprofessional, or they'll be in another small group with me. Back here, I have my small group poster. So every day I'll prepare it for the beginning of the week, and my students will get to see what group they are in and what activity they will be doing as well. A new addition to my classroom is we have our own personal Chrome cards in every classroom. So these Chrome cards, students can keep their Chromebooks in the class, and they get to charge it. I had to label everyone's name, so each student has their own Chromebook. What I usually do is I establish a routine in the morning. The students will come up and grab their own Chromebooks, and then at the end of the day, they will come back and plug in their Chromebook to their designated spot. This provides them full independency and responsibility. We've established this routine, and it's been going so well. And this helps my students use technology more and during the day without having to get up and get out to get their Chromebooks. They just keep them on their desk all day. I've added the power of yeah. I've been really focusing a lot on motivating my students to feel empowered, to not give up. So we like to talk about being always being never giving up. We like to talk about never giving up, always trying hard and working hard. Right here, I do have all our anchor charts. So instead of putting all my anchor charts everywhere and filling up the walls with anchor charts, I decided just to hang my anchor charts. So for the particular subject that I'll be teaching and that requires an anchor chart, I would just pull it out and I'll display it um on the rack every day. I feel like having too much uh, writing or posters on the walls or overstimulating my students. So having a more simple classroom that's not overstimulating helps my students concentrate more. They feel more at ease and calm. Right in the front of the classroom where students can see are their classroom rules and are how are we feeling today. So every day in the morning, I do ask my students how they're feeling today. I give them opportunity to share out loud how they're feeling. This helps my students embrace their emotions and feelings and gives them the opportunity to feel comfortable and talk to other people. It's important that I display my classroom rules so that we have rules and regulations in the classroom. Students understand the classroom rules and they follow the rules. So I do have a projector back here, and it's right in front of the classroom. So I will project lesson slides, videos, anything, my overhead projector or the Elma, I want to say, so that students can see nice and big when we're working as a whole class group. I also like to start the day off with playing a nice aquarium song, relaxing kind of video on YouTube that helps my students come in the morning feeling relaxed and ready to learn. Also, on my front is our alphabet. So, this alphabet is big, it has visuals, and my students use the alphabet every day when it comes to reading and writing. We'll focus on our sounds and our letters. So, when students need to use the alphabet, they have it right there on the board. But my students also have a pencil box with the alphabet. So we use the alphabet a lot in my classroom, but this helps my students visually see our alphabet and make that connection to the sound they're trying to spell. Another thing that I do have up front is our schedule. So every morning I'll go over our schedule. That schedule helps my students know what we're going to be doing for the day. So after recess, they know we'll have math warm up, and after lunch, they know we have silent reading. So if once my students come in the morning, I'll go over the schedule, and then they will be able to see what we are doing. We have our calendar, a motivational poster, and classroom jobs, along with hand signs. So I like keeping this all in the front because students want to know what today is. They want a reminder of what their class jobs are, along with our different signs. So I like using the hand signals. It has decreased a lot of distractions. So students are well aware what sign to show when they need something. Each student has a classroom job. We like using the classroom jobs a lot because it gives them an opportunity to participate in a role to take care of our classroom. So whether they're the door monitor or light monitor, they enjoy having a classroom job. It gives them more responsibility in the classroom, and uh, they feel more, I want to say, independent, or like a part of the classroom when they know they have something to do to take care of in the classroom. And the last thing I want to show you guys is our classroom library and our materials cart. So for our classroom library, I made it a comfortable spot that I do want to turn into as a calming spot for my students. So our classroom library has a lot of books of different levels, different categories, different subjects. But I do have a nice carpet area where I would like to use that to find it, to make it into a calming corner, as we would say, so that students, if they do need a break or are having a hard time, they can take some time throughout the day to go into a calming corner and, calm down, read a book until they're ready to come back. So I do supply a lot of manipulatives and materials for our classroom. So my students are hands-on learners, so it's important to have all these manipulatives like blocks and markers and stuff that they can use with their hands as we are learning. So it gives them more options of learning. Students do like using the blocks for counting. They like using the markers for coloring. So this helps them express themselves more when they're doing a less different activity that requires them to use different items. So this is the layout of my classroom. I hope you enjoy it. Very simple, but it has a lot that promotes just a comfortable environment that students like to come every day and learn from. So thank you for listening. Bye.